Chicken here, bring you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, very excited to finally announce the world's first, the world record's first Imitation Draft Challenge. So, how this is going to work, what this is something that's hosted exclusively on patreon.com/thechicken. So, for all the patrons, they're able to, we run polls on different troops, and we're going to be using some wacky troop combinations to attempt to take out Imitation Game. And how it's going to work is I'm going to post how far I get. So it's all going to come down to troop losses, right? So you have to beat Imitation Game and lose the least amount of troops. So the plan is for Chicken to not lose any troops, hopefully. And then we want to... So... whoever beats the Chicken by beating Imitation Game, losing the least amount of troops on the Patreon page, they post a screenshot on Patreon, and then from there they win $5 iTunes or Android gift cards, assuming that those are easy to get out. I haven't really figured that out yet, but yeah, that's the idea, guys. So big shout out to Capone. Gonna be the operation hit of the day is gonna go out to the server disconnect issue, guys. So you see Capone was going in here. It was gonna be an easy solo for sure. But he gets the server disconnect issue. Now, I'm not sure exactly how these pop up on the replays, but if you've noticed this happening a lot in your task force recently, it is a known bug. So they are working on it. It should be down soon, but yeah, hopefully that gets fixed relatively quickly. So big shout out to Cap there. So now let's go ahead and read our polls here on Patreon, guys. So we have 3 different archetypes that we're going to be using. So we're going to have a tank troop, a support troop, and a damage troop. So first off, we have the tank troop, which is going to be Scorchers. So we'll get some Scorchers loaded up here. We're gonna go 4 Scorchers because it's the tank troop. So we're gonna go 4 tank, 2 support, and 2 damage. So the next category is going to be the support troop, so that is going to be the Crying Ears, guys. So this is going to be very interesting. Maybe we'll invent the new meta here for Imitation Game Live. Not tanks, guys. We do want Crying Ears. So Crying Ears, and then we want, you guys were nice enough to give us, to let me use Zukas at the end. So we'll go Scorcher, Zuka, and Cryo. So I think it's a pretty good strategy, honestly. I can't really see this going too badly, but let's go ahead, dive on in, and see what we got. And also, the tribes are going to reset this week, so lots of stuff going on, So the hero is going to come down to whoever you want to use. I wanted to leave that open just so we could pick something that kind of works with whatever we're running. So we're going to go with Bullet and the Taunt ability, guys. And of course, these first few stages, we're not going to lose any troops. We might as well just use GBE to blast down the HQ. So there's the first stage. Now, we're seeing that the Crying Ears don't really stay behind the Scorchers very well. So I'm not sure how great this is going to work. We might also switch to the Shock Knuckles ability, but there we go. So far, so good. We're not giving out any iTunes cards just yet, guys. So we'll do the same thing here for stage 2. I mean, we shouldn't even like be a question of losing troops until we get to at least like stage 5 or 6. So we're gonna be able to roast right through these first couple stages. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but the Chicken's VP is just on the downside, guys, on the downside. So the problem isn't the bases. The problem's not having time to attack. It's just that I haven't had any freaking gold, man. Like, the bases I'm attacking, they just don't have any gold. So please let me know down below in the comments. If you let me know anything, guys, make sure to let me know if you're finding gold difficult to come by. Because I know for myself, it's been extremely difficult. Like, it's not just that I'm failing a lot. Like, sure, I do fail maybe an above average amount of raids right now because I'm at a higher VP and it's kind of, I'm figuring out new stuff and whatever. But aside from that, like, most of the bases that I'm taking down, like, they have like 100k. Like, I'm usually, even when I do take the base down, it usually costs me more gold than I actually end up earning back, which kind of sucks. So we'll go ahead with Bullet and the Taunt here. Now, I mean, against Imitation Game, Bullet, Taunt, and 4 Scorchers probably going to be enough to take it down themselves. So maybe we'll have to make some adjustments to this, guys. And if you are interested in winning the iTunes card for this, or just having, like, punishing Chicken by making us use crazy troops and whatnot, all you have to do is subscribe to the Patreon, whatever level, even $1, and then you can get your name thrown in. So yeah, I think it's a fun, interesting way to use Patreon and kind of give back to you guys a little bit here on the channel. So we'll go ahead with some Scorchers, and alright, so we got stage 5. So now we can't just blindly blast down the HQ. We have to actually look at what our troops are doing. So the tricky part with this, I'm thinking, is probably going to be the fact that the Cryoneers run out way in front of the shock launchers, or way in front of the Scorchers, excuse me. So yeah, so we'll take down that guy, and we'll throw some critters out like this. Now, bullets should stay in front of the Cryos, so maybe we won't actually lose any troops doing this, guys. So I'm not worried about the boom cannons too much. I'm not really worried about anything except the Cryoneers walking into too many mines, I guess. Yeah, it looks like they're definitely going to be the hardest thing to keep in line here. So we're going to throw out a shock there. We still have yet to lose a troop, guys. We still have not any troop losses with the chicken. So stage 5 here, about to go down, and boom, stage 5 goes down. We're back. So we're still perfect. Oh, wait a second here, guys. We did lose a couple Zookas. We lost 2 Zookas and 2 Cryos. Okay, so we'll keep a little tally here somewhere. We don't have any writing sticks, but we'll add it up after. So 2 Zookas, 2 Cryos. And let's see how this is going to work next. So I want to get the shock launchers down first, I think. Because I don't want them slowing down the Scorchers and then allowing the Cryoneers to get out in front. So we'll go critters for the grappler, then we'll go everything in behind like this, and then we'll go some critters for these mines up here, and then I think we're just gonna taunt our way to victory, guys. So the taunt it should have grabbed Bullet. That was strange. It grabbed the grappler instead, but that's okay, because then Bullet is going to stay back and be able to kind of guard all of our Cryoneers and Zookas here. I think we just ate a mortar shot to the face with some of the Zookas, but I guess that's okay. Okay, so we lost 1 Cryoneer, so that's not good. Next, let's go ahead. Let's just launch out all of our artillery onto the HQ. We'll get another taunt off, and we lost 2 Cryos. So far, we're down 2 Zookas and 4 Cryoneers. So not where I want it to be going into stage 7. I was hoping that we would get that we would be able to do a flawless run here for the first draft challenge, and Chicken would kind of show you all how it's done. But maybe someone will show the Chicken how it's done, guys. So let's start out here. Let's throw down this shock blaster, get that guy right out of the way. And of course, you guys that want to compete with Chicken, you have to use the same amount of troops, so or the same style of troops. If you use all warriors and don't lose a single warrior, that's a little bit different than using Cryoneers and Zookas and stuff. Alright, so let's just kind of shock our way up the center. I think the Scorcher should be able to stay alive for a pretty good amount of time here. Now, we do have that Doom Cannon in the back, which is going to make this pretty interesting. I might actually flare them all right up here like this. Now, this could get dicey, guys, but I'm going to do this so Bullet goes out in front. Oh my god, that Scorchers blow up in the middle of all my Zookas? Holy jeez, man. Okay, so much for not losing any troops, guys. I guess we're giving out all the iTunes cards today. Or Android or whatever your device happens to be. But now at this point, I'm just worried that we're not even going to be able to take Imitation game down at all. Like, maybe this was a bit of a mistake here, guys. So we got Bullet up on the left. Let's go ahead and shock this Boom Cannon, because that guy seems to be giving us a whole lot of trouble. And then next up, let's go with another taunt. And as long as we can keep some of these Zookas alive, we should be okay. We need the Scorcher to come around from the right, though. Let's get another taunt going. We're just going to keep taunting, and hopefully we can keep everything locked onto Private Bullet here. Because we only need, like, 2 Zookas behind. Like, this stuff has such low health that we literally only need, like, a handful of Zookas, and we're going to be okay. So, we got to get... Okay, that Boom Cannon is focused on Bullet. The Scorcher is kind of getting away. Let's go ahead and get another taunt off, just in case those mortars decide to go up over top on the Zookas. Okay. So how do we want to play this, Chicken? We're coming up around the sides here. I like where the Scorcher is. He's going to be able to absorb most of all that splash damage. And we got Bullet coming up next, so we'll get a taunt off. We'll throw a bunch of artillery onto the core. And the flamethrower is also going to go down. The machine gun goes down. Oh man, that was definitely interesting. So big shout out to you guys. That was actually a pretty fun strategy. Not the best in terms of gold, but imitation game goes down. Back. So let me know what you think of that down below in the comments, guys. Of course, if you want to be entered into the imitation game, you have to do a couple things. You got to subscribe to the Chicken's Patreon, any level, even the $1 level, and you can get in. And then you have to post a screenshot. I'm going to be posting a link with this video. It's actually going to be posting early on Patreon. And then all you have to do is post a screenshot with using of your total troop losses for imitation game. And if you beat the chicken, then you get an iTunes or Android gift card. So that's going to wrap up the video today, guys. Make sure to let me know what you think of that down below in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one. Chicken out.